Shout out to my guys and goddesses and all high vibrational human beings. You know what it is. Tap in, tap in. You get what I'm saying? Y'all wouldn't believe if I tell y'all what just happened to me, like over like the past like hour, like the people that I came in contact with and stuff, and how so it did, and who I was on the phone with, even why it was happening and stuff. I'm telling you, like, I'm gonna be real. Like, I never denounced Jesus, but I know the discernment within that Bible. I keep a Bible with me all the time. I know the scriptures and everything, but I know a lot how stuff has been told to be, even of the same story told in a different way, and even other religions and stuff. It's all around us, as far as the neuromelanated people, the people that's the sun in the flesh, right? And you melanated people too, right? Because they have a biological connection, but neuromelanin comes before anything else, right? Which is condensed sunlight. So where we're at right now, with everything, all the information that's coming out about black people, who we are, what we're supposed to be doing, I know it's a lot of tension in the air, and not even just how it's making people feel that's not us, but even how it's making us feel, right? You get what I'm saying? Because it underlines the way that we treat each other, right? And the way we treat each other from a collective majority standpoint is actually worse than people that's not us that treat us. I'm gonna be real with y'all. You know, Stockholm syndrome is a real thing. You know, cognitive dissonance is a real thing. You know, so like where we're at right now with everything that's happening, man, I'm just grateful. But I met somebody with my younger brother's name. It's ironic. My mom literally asked me about my younger brother because I haven't seen him in a couple days, and I know how my younger brother is. He's wild as shit. You know, I gotta get this bullet out of his hand right now. You know, he's been stabbed up just like me and all of that. Like, so it's crazy as shit. But the irony, my mom just told me, and when my mom asked me, you know, I was almost irritated because in my mind, like, I'm like, man, you know, I'm a grown ass man. Not saying like I don't want to check on my little brother, but I'm like, you know what I mean? I got my court date for what I've been going through these past 5 years off of my son. You know, I'm about to find out if this Puerto Rican Dominican baby mine. You know what I mean? Like, I got some shit I got to handle. So, like, I'm like, man, I'm not really trying to worry about, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got too much goodness that I've been waiting for these past 5 years. This shit finally closing for me. You know? It's all good stuff. Hey, enjoy the rest of your day, goddess. Peace, power, abundance your way. You know? I felt her whole energy. Like, that cough wasn't even a real cough, y'all. She was doing that off of her hearing what I was talking about. And this is what I'm talking about, y'all. You know what I mean? When I see that shit happen with people that's not us, I'm not offended because it's people that's not us, you know? But when I see us act like that, it's different. You know what I'm saying? And I have no hatred towards anybody, but y'all, we almost home, you know? We almost home. I got my headphones. Y'all know what that means. Y'all know what that means. I'm about to be back on that right now. For real, for real. So that's why I'm getting on here fucking with y'all right now. You know what I mean? Because I know that as soon as I touch down, oh yeah, I can't, I'm not gonna be on that. You know? I'll get this door for her real quick before she come out. I know she don't got that in her hand. But nah, like it's real though, y'all. You know? Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me, y'all. Bonnie, I literally work at Applebee's and I just got off work. Can y'all spare like $5 for a smart trip for a one-way and be in a metro to get the East Falls Church if y'all have it at all? I appreciate it, man. Peace, power, abundance to everybody. I hope everybody's feeling good, everybody having a good day and whatnot. You know, I was gonna. This just shows you how man, life is crazy, y'all. But yeah, I'm just trying to just do the right thing and just trying to get back to being a father to my child. You know, it's definitely spiritual warfare though. It's like demons and angels fighting. You know, I really feel like it's like that in my life right now. Like because I'm putting out so much positive energy, so I know it's like what has to come with that. You know. But I'm really a righteous person, so it's coming from how pure my heart is. You know, like I told y'all, like first off, I want to shout out to all of y'all that's making my subscribers go up so fast. I feel like it's happening because I was talking when I was praying the other day. I literally was saying to myself, I said, you know, make people feel my heart that when I be talking about how much I care about children and how much they're on the front line and how it's a flat out attack on them and stuff, all children. Like make people feel that, and understand like my main stuff talking about what I talk about is so we can be better for them all together and stuff. Like really put that in people's hearts. And it's like it seemed like when I started really like asking for that, you know what I mean? It seemed like my channel had just been growing, and I'm just so grateful for it because I see so much people that have channels and stuff, and I see that they're doing stuff not from a sincere, genuine place. It's like just to get followers and subscribers. You know what I mean? It's not really genuine, but it's like all about that. I've been, and I'm saying this from a span of all of these 5 years. Like the 5 years. Y'all know what I be talking to y'all about on a regular. It's real. Like it's spiritual warfare right now. So it's like, hey, shout out Cash, shout out Miracle Wilkins, shout out Michael, shout out Dan Media, shout out Avi. Blessings and gratitude back your way, bro. Shout out everybody, man. I don't know what that means, but yeah, man. I'm just. It just feels good, because I feel like finally like my pureness and my good heart is getting noticed. You know what I mean? And people are seeing like my stance and really what I'm really about around. Besides what anyone could say about negative, like they're seeing me from like them having a good heart and really what I'm on. And I really do care about children. It's not a joke. That's why like I be how I be about it. You know what I'm saying? I like a lot of them times, like even the other day, like I'll be breaking down when I be talking to y'all. I'm not a person that's like I'm not trying to say people cry on the internet on purpose. I don't want to believe that. I'm gonna just say that. But nah, like I'm, put it like this: if I cry, I usually cry like by myself. I don't want no one really to see that, But y'all seen me cry for children and what's going on with them, and y'all seen like the whole process of this. So I'm just appreciative that it's being looked at, and so I appreciate all y'all that's been subscribing to me faster and stuff, like for real. I really appreciate y'all, and that's and I love it how y'all on here because it's all people on my stuff, and it's like y'all deal with each other properly. Like I be like a lot of my recent lives and stuff, and I've been on here. But like for example, before I say that, I'm gonna say this. Like one of my last lives, like in such a short period of time, like it got like thousands of views, right? And out of all the thousands of views that it got, and I'm saying this how fast, as I got all of that, I only had 20 likes on that video, so-called say. And I'm not gonna say like for a fact that it was messed with, but I'll say this. If it wasn't messed with in any shape, way, or form, right? Say it wasn't tampered with, for it just to be that much, and then you add that to that, it's crazy that thousands of people would see something that's of respect or honorable, but for whatever reason, people wouldn't want to like it and vouch for it, but they would want to look. I noticed that with me a lot. Like even though my stuff has been building, my subscribers, all that, I'm grateful. I don't want to make it seem like I'm ungrateful. That's why I'm emphasizing like this. But I know that just don't be adding up. You know what I mean? And I see the patterns ongoing, and basically I see that a lot of people know my insight and what I say is important. Like I can see stuff beforehand, and a lot of stuff like if I say it, it's going to happen, right? But I know that a lot of people don't want to give me respect on my insight. Like it's like people don't want me to be known for that, or want other people to find out that my intuition is that sharp or something. And I don't know. It just makes me feel some type of way because it's not like I'm doing this from like a negative standpoint or anything like that. Everything that I would talk about beforehand, it's not to say like I know this and I'm the only one that knows this and I'm being cocky and arrogant. It's coming from a standpoint to make you aware, however way that you would need to be aware about that. So it's coming from a loving place, regardless of what anybody would think. Like it's coming from a loving place. So that's why it hurts so much with the whole process of all of this that I went through, Honestly, y'all, like for real, you know, it's just one of them things where but I had a good conversation with this I had a good conversation with this woman, and she's really been on my line to like, I don't know. She said something told her to give me her number. I mean, for her to give me her number, and like she said, like I'm gonna do great things, like she sees it and stuff. But I see a lot of people that tell me that, and I see the signs myself. But I'm just waiting for the full. I'm waiting for the full turnaround, if that makes any sense. Like it's stuff that I know. I know I'm like walking karma for like a lot of people, you know, how they treat me and stuff because of how pure my heart is. Like it's been a lot of stuff that's been shown to me, and I've seen like what happens to people when they try certain stuff. Like it's diabolical stuff. Like certain stuff. Like if I tell y'all, but it's not like I'm not trying to brag about that type of stuff. Like for instance, the video with I don't know if y'all remember, but with the sergeant that and when I was on the campus and what he was on, and I told y'all that one I got on video, but he actually harassed me randomly another day for nothing. I just didn't record, you know. But it's just stuff that man, like you know, you just got to be careful how like if you're going out your way to cause a situation out of nothing towards someone that's their purpose on the planet is like not on a regular purpose as normal people or the masses, you know. It's a reason that I have all the information that I have about what's to take place, like what this is going to look like going forward. It's not the brag or anything. I am who I am though, you know, which shouldn't be that shocking, you know, that I would know the information I know. But it's like and it's like I'm not like it's certain stuff that I don't do that like I don't a lot of the stuff that y'all are hanging around as far as like negativity with people, like I'm not around those people, you know. Like I don't eat meat, you know what I mean? I don't eat chicken, beef, pork. That's not coming out my pores, you know. I'm not doing that. But like I just be trying to love on y'all though. But I hope that y'all take certain stuff that I say for real, you know. Hey, excuse me, sweetheart. It's, but it's like it's crazy, y'all. I'm just happy that everything is taking place, you know. That's the best thing for me because regardless of because I remember it was a time where like truth and stuff like toxicity was being protected so much that it was like there was no I for a while I almost thought that it was going to be like that forever. And this is with me having a lack of awareness with who I am or even what's taking place on the planet. You know, now what I know now, I'm just happy that what's taking place is for the greater good for everybody. It's not really a black people thing, you know, it's really a planet thing. It's a children thing, you know. No system should be set up while children are suffering or being snatched up and diabolical, unhinged stuff is happening to them. I don't care what the system is. Even if it was a system by us organic people of the planet, like literally, like nothing like that should be up. So like when I be talking to y'all about this and stuff, for real, it's not rocket science, you know? When you really think about it, it's not. It's just simple consequences and around a lot of stuff. It just seems crazy because you got to think about it like a lot of the stuff that if you was to know how it really is, how it's affecting you on all levels, regardless how it's projected, how it's presented, right? A lot of this stuff has been like deemed as like regular reality stuff that it would be hard to see it for how it is because you didn't even look at it at all, really. You know what I'm saying? To be even something bad because it's just something this is how it is. So I'm not even looking at it as a bad thing. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is what this is. This is what I've been told. Everybody does this. You know, it's a lot of stuff that's in that category. You know, and at that moment of you seeing something and seeing flat out proof like this isn't like this or I shouldn't be doing this, you know, regardless of how it's been told, at that moment that can become a mental health attack, especially when you know what you're seeing, you know, or know what you're able to fathom, what you're able to realize. It's a lot of stuff that's in that category. So that's why I always tell everybody, regardless of your genetic makeup, you know what I'm saying, definitely be careful what you're putting in all levels, what you're watching, what you're eating, the energy you have around you, you know, like everything, because it all plays a part. That's why it's all played with. You know, what I know, we all know the saying, what do they say? Small things add up to big things, right? Yes, they do. You know, yes, they do. Something that's so small that you think that has no effect or anything, you find out it'll shock you. You know, it'll shock you. So I'm just grateful, y'all. Like I'm grateful I'm still alive. You know, I'm grateful through any people that help me in any shape, way, or form, give me positive energy. Like, I've been fighting for my life these past 5 years, y'all. You know, like I call suicide watch so much. Like 9 and 8, they know me by my voice firsthand. You know, but they don't really be wanting to talk to me because of how smart I am and how aware I am of everything. It's like, you know, like they don't be like I called 9 and 8 today, and I was talking to your lady, which is so real as I was talking to her. I'm about to get this girlfriend here. It was so real as I was talking to her and stuff. She literally, she couldn't believe what when she was talking to me, like how smart I am, and I was telling her, you know, I really like, I'm at a point now how much I rewired my brain, y'all. My regular thoughts aren't like regular people's thoughts, you know, and whether it's respected or not, it's not going backwards, you know. Even if I realized that at first I thought it was just from me reading, which it was with, right? But then I stopped reading a bit to try to stop the information, and I still can't stop the information coming to me, you know, because I've been hearing certain stuff before I knew what I know, and I tested it to see something, and I'm like, oh yeah, nah, it's really that, because this information is still coming to me, actually even faster, you know, like it's like I activated, you know what I'm saying? So I got to deal with it appropriately. Like I said, certain on both ends, on both sides, is something that's happening faster with others. I broke this down to y'all a lot of times in a lot of different ways, you know, and I'm just happy that I have my sanity, you know, for whatever that means with the information that I have, because it's a certain level of maturity that I got to have. But I have more empathy and more compassion for everybody off of my awareness, and not just off of me being who I am. Like, I don't agree with certain stuff though. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff that I don't agree with, even that I would say to even my brothers and sisters. Like, it's a lot of stuff that like I feel like wasn't needed, or like it dragged on longer than it needed to, you know, with the damage that was done. But I don't know. Shit is just crazy, y'all. You know. But I'm gonna tap in with y'all in a little bit. You know, peace, power, abundance to everybody. I ain't really want to have no serious talk right now. I just got out and shit. I'm just trying to, like, you know, I always check on y'all. I value y'all. I respect y'all. Y'all know that. You know what I'm saying? But I advise everybody, just do what you need to be more cautious of your energy. And if it's something, we all got to work on things, right? Even me, myself. Like, if it's something that you got to work on to become a better person, that you know in yourself isn't of value or is holding you back in some shape, way, or form, work on those things, because all that stuff is going to be forced to the forefront even more. You know, work on those things, and I'm kind of worried. I'm gonna be honest. That's how I know I really care about children, because y'all know. Well, some of y'all that's in here right now, y'all might not have met Roxanne yet. You get what I'm saying? But I'm helping people every day. You know what I'm saying? That's why the trolls come in and think that they can get a reaction out of me. They wouldn't keep coming in if I wasn't doing anything. You know what I'm saying? You look at the numbers and see how much my subscribers went up in a short period of time. I'm pretty sure y'all can look at them, you know, so you can see, you know. And then look how long I had my YouTube channel, and then look in the distance of that when this shit started happening and my subscribers started going up and all of that, my views and everything, you know. It's obvious my stuff is going up, and I'm literally, it's for the right reasons, because hey, what it is, Anyan, Michelle, are you from Alabama? That's what it is. That's what it is. I always wanted to go out there. you know. But y'all gonna meet Roxanne. She's 17, and I told her to email me, but I forgot that I told her when she was, because she kind of opened up some stuff and said on here that I know maybe she wasn't thinking of that serious in the time, but she actually emailed me. I seen it 2 days ago, uh, and her or any other child, boy or girl. I know a lot of the children feel like they're not cared about properly, and they're not. They're not, and that's why I speak for them. Like, it really hurts my heart. Some of the stuff that she told me, like, that shit really hurt my heart. That shit really hurt my heart. So it's like, I let her know, like, you know what I mean, like, if you need to vent or whatever, obviously definitely make sure it's okay. It's okay with your parents and stuff, beforehand. But I'll be as a mentor, as an older figure, a mentor, to give like some positive energy towards like leading her right without trying to judge her. You know what I mean? Because some of the stuff that she said to me, I'm just like, I don't even know how you're still even with them. How CPS ain't come, like, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. But it's wild. But like I said, I value y'all. You know what I'm saying? So y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day for real. Everybody, I got new music coming. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's pretty much it right now, y'all. You know, I'll probably talk about some stuff later on, like a specific topic, and like lock in. I actually started locking in on a topic earlier, but this is the thing. Like, when I lock in on the topics, it be so real and it be so offending because it's so real, or people already know it, that people try to gaslight within them situations. But that's why I already, in general, you know what I mean, not even just around me getting out of my situation, like, slowly. I feel like a little turtle, even though I'm moving. But like, I talk to all types of people, regardless of their genetic makeup, age, and all of that. I be helping out all types of people in the regular, y'all. Like, for real, for real. People be crying to me and telling me. I speak to people, they come back and see me randomly. And then they, what I'm saying, hour later in a random place and thank me and be crying and all types of stuff. That should be like a movie, you know what I'm saying? For real. And so I'm grateful that I'm able to be used as a vessel to like help people however so. And I know that the universe is going to put me more so in that level to help people because of how pure my heart is and all the negative energy that's been around me that I never tapped into, and I just transmuted and alchemized everything the whole way. So peace, power, abundance to y'all. This is Rear Points with RoBs Inferno while it burns slow. Shout out to my gods and goddesses and all high vibrational human beings also. Shout out y'all, you feel me? Peace, power, abundance everybody's way. Gratitude. And I'm going to tap in with y'all, man.